Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Corsace Closed. We're here with, I believe, the last match of the semi-finals. Two relatively similar players, but a couple of specialties that make this matchup interesting as the match goes on. Canadian tournament player and OWC carry xootynator, the best tournament player in the Philippines, enri. Both players already having won against one other player this weekend. Enri just having won against Whitecat, and xootynator already having won in tiebreaker against MCY4. Both of these players looking very good off of both this weekend and the last one. And here for this match with me is everyone's favorite monkey PNG tuber, Knots. Good morning.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm happy to be here, as always. I'm not PNG tubing. It's very sad. It's It can't be seen on screen. Unlucky.
Truly.
Can't have it all. But yeah, enri coming off a spectacular win against Whitecat earlier on in the day, and I think on a roll, ready and rearing to go. I feel like enri is coming into this match with so much kind of momentum from the previous match. I have a lot of faith.
It definitely looked very good in the match against Whitecat, I will say. enri either getting second top score or top score on multiple maps throughout the weekend so far. And in general, just having a very, very good match against Whitecat. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do once again against. I feel like after the score on Hidden 2 from enri is probably looking to ban out some. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of picks and bans and theorizing about what the players are going to do, a little bit of housekeeping. Once again, we're back on Twitch. We are finally live on Twitch. The channel is unbanned. Welcome back. Love Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, you can also watch these live on Twitch for a different live viewing experience. And if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget that all the VODs are always uploaded to YouTube through both this weekend and all the previous weekends in this tournament through round of 16. So go check those out if you haven't been following the tournament. And also, all this tournament stuff possible partially thanks to Momokai, who has a custom Tap Trio limited edition run for their Corsace 2023 edition. Gray keypad, yellow Gateron Pro prelude switches, yellow PBT-R4 profile keycaps, and exclusive Corsace stickers. I've got two of the stickers on my headset right now. Looks nice. Knots, are you a keypad user or a keyboard user? Actually,
I am a keyboard user. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not as fancy with it as some people are nowadays.
Yeah,
I wish I had Corsace themed merch, but I have some bad experiences with that. I don't know. It's we'll solve it.
Yeah, I've tried a Tap Trio before. I actually liked it a lot. But my tapping style is goofy as hell, so I need either to tape down a keypad for myself or use like a full-size board that's heavy and doesn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I actually liked it a lot, but unfortunately,
yeah, I've never even tried one.
My goofy-ass tapping style does not permit me a keypad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be very happy with one. But yeah, thanks a bunch to Momokai once again. And now, some picks and bans to start off between these two. I don't know, probably aim bans for enri, probably reading and/or speed bans for xootynator. I'm kind of assuming reading, though. Like, I feel like xooty has been working on the speed a lot and getting a lot better at it, and it's probably going to feel more comfortable on speed maps against enri than on stuff like the Nomad 6 Hidden 2. Especially with enri top scoring the Hidden 2 for the weekend.
Yeah, I think that you have to ban that against him. Just way too good on that.
Yeah, there's the Nomad 6. I'm assuming the Hidden 2 is going to come out. It is going to cost pick, so there's no reason not to ban it. But maybe xooty's a little less comfortable on, say, the Nomad 5, which enri also got 800k on in his match against Whitecat. Hidden 1 ban against xooty is a very, very good ban, obviously. Zero reason to leave that open. enri, not an aim player. Very good hidden player, but not an aim player. xooty, both a very good hidden player and a very good aim player. This is exactly the kind of map that she excels on in comparison to everyone else in the tournament. Looking at probably a Hard Rock 1 or Nomad 1 ban for enri as a second, which I think would be completely fine against xooty. Also potentially a Hard Rock 2 ban. Enri was able to win that map against White Cat, but I think Zooty is a far better precision player than White Cat is.
Yeah. No, I'd be inclined to agree with you that it's probably going to be a 1-1 or HR1, just some straight aim consistency. Give her that. DT3 is the ban for Zooty. Hidden 2 left open is very interesting. I mean, maybe Zooty put some time into it and is confident. I mean, she knows the score, right? So surely she's left that open for a good reason, which is I kind of think is cool. I'm interested to see it in the match.
Yeah, Hidden 2, DT2, and Nomad 5 all left open for Enri. I feel like we're going to see these 3 maps right in a row picked up for him as soon as the match starts in some order. Enri, an extremely good speed player, extremely good reading player, and those are really the 2 skill sets I think Enri excels on in tournaments, is kind of cream of the crop material.
Yep.
Definitely Zooty picking the Nomad 1 at some point, Zooty picking... I don't even know if she picks DT1 into Enri. Enri had a very, very good White Cat. It was 750 plus. Hard to beat that kind of comfort. 8x100 on that map. So I think the aim maps that are left up are a little tough for Zooty to take advantage of outside the Nomad. I'm going to look towards more stuff like the alt maps, stuff like some of the other Hard Rock maps. Definitely that HR2 is going to be a pick for her at some point. But before that, Hidden 2, perfect overlaps, lots of symmetry, lots of very difficult to read patterns, and some rather tricky rhythms along with the cut streams and other things like that in this map.
Yeah, predictably the Hidden 2 first pick for Enri, coming off a spectacular performance on it against White Cat.
It begins.
Have a repeat. Yeah, I guess Zooty must just not know. I don't know. That's a pretty bad start, but
to be fair, these kinds of cut streams are very difficult on AR 7.5.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, this map is really, really hard.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. I mean, it's a bit of a rough start. Actually, a bit of a rough start for Enri has found the combo break on this map. Is not pulling off the first quarter SS that he had during the White Cat match, but is able to hold on through all of these ridiculous high spacing cuts during this part and the space frame going into the first PI time. So still looking phenomenal on this map.
Enri breaking now. Zooty was putting together a combo of her own, but unfortunately trades it very shortly after Enri, unable to really claw anything back.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not really able to hold any comfortable combo as xootynator on this map, and really understandably so. I mean, this map is very, very difficult to deal with, so it's not as if, you know, the 200k halfway through for Enri is bad either. This is in fact still on track to be one of the best scores of the weekend from Enri once again. Zooty just having a little bit more trouble on this than a lot of other players who did leave this open this weekend. Well, that's kind of how the reading picks have been in this tournament so far. I feel like a lot of the reading picks have given a lot of players a ton of trouble because reading maps at this level tend to have very, very tricky patterns and high mechanics at the same time, and relatively low approach rate even for tournament maps, and that kind of combination is just so difficult to deal with. Even if you have put practice into it, sometimes you need multiple hours of practice on one map to really, you know, work out a good score on something like this. And for most players, you just don't have that kind of time to give a map among all of the other maps that you're playing throughout the week.
Yeah, and that's on top of how demanding it is already, like skill set wise, that a lot of players, even if they put a lot of time into it, are going to be gate kept at a relatively low score compared to, I don't know, someone like Enri.
Someone like Enri, who is going to beat everyone else anyway, even if he doesn't beat his old score, I think. 356k is the mark to beat for next best. Does he hit it? Oh, it's okay. Okay, there's a spinner at the end. He does beat it. He does beat it. That is once again best score of the weekend, except for his own play earlier today. So yeah, very, very good score once again from Enri. Both of the best scores of the weekend on this map are from him. Unquestionably the best player on this map this weekend. All right, now it's Nomad 1 or Hard Rock 2? What are we seeing?
Look.
Or Hidden 3?
I mean, Nomad 1. Just hit it, hit that Nomad 1.
Okay.
Just immediately, that's what I'm saying. But, I just think that Zooty would have the confidence to just go for it. But HR2, yeah. It will be HR2, actually.
Yeah. I like this pick.
It's a great pick as well, of course. It's no reason not to. It's the other strong pick.
Yeah, this map really just kind of high spacing, super high circle size. CS 7.15 on this map. Enri's precision stat is not all that bad. He's not particularly bad at precision. In fact, beat White Cat on it earlier today. Got 400k on this map. But Zooty is one of the best precision players in the game, and her precision stat, I think, is only second to Malashevsky's in this tournament, which gives you some idea of exactly how good she is at this skill set overall. One of the best at it in the game. Full area helping out quite a lot with that. So
yeah, that's
the fact that she has that going for her definitely helps, and I'm hoping we're going to see a very good score on this from her. She does need to beat about probably 400k-ish to beat this pick, though, or to win this pick. High spacing, awkward aim, the name of the game on this map. So looking at Zooty to make good on two of her best skill sets on this map.
Enri, first player to break. Slider break, I believe. Just kind of slipping off one of them. Oh, Zooty also breaking though.
Yeah, looking very. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say looking comfortable, good accuracy for Zooty, but no longer. Enri now pretty much tied in accuracy, and those early misses not boding so well for xootynator here in the middle of the map now. Combo once again favoring Enri with another slider break to come out for Zooty, and this is very similar. Against a White Cat when Enri had more trouble at the start and less trouble at the end, and it was enough for Enri to win the pick. But he does under aim top left, and now Zooty has comp and 30k, 40k score lead for Zooty as well, and accuracy up a full percent once again. The chain miss is really the only act drops for Zooty in this map.
Yeah, and I think this lead might have already gotten away from Enri, especially with continued breaks. Pretty big combo for Zooty here.
Yeah, I think this is it. And Zooty, if she holds just a little bit longer for the weekend, and I think she's done it at this point. Nobody has gotten above 500k. So that is now top score on the map for the weekend from xootynator. The next best was from Carter at 488k, so beating the next score by almost 60k is xootynator, and beating her opponent by 200k on this map. Not even close, and that's the reason it's a first pick for her. Again, very consistent combo in both the front and back half. Just a little bit of trouble in the middle of the map for Zooty. Found a couple of rough misses and act drops in the middle, but otherwise looking extremely good on that pick all throughout. And we start off nuts with the second best score on a map of the weekend from Enri, aside from his own score from a previous match, and then the best score on a map for the weekend from xootynator. So both of these players opening up extremely strongly on their first two picks.
Yeah, we're looking at Looking at a highly competitive match. Actually, I was about to say, in terms of picks, Enri, I presume, is going to be dipping into some speed, some tapping abuse.
Oh yeah.
It's as much as Zooty has improved on the skill set, it's very hard to imagine that she'll be able to best Enri on it. It's pretty speedy.
Yeah. Enri, formerly known as Keeg, while he was named Keeg, was considered one of the best speed players on the ladder, just full stop. Has not really lost that speed all too much. Before this match, I think it was yesterday, set 900 on As the Wind Blows by Happy 30. Top diff, DT. In the previous match that he played against Whitecat, set 800k on this map and held 99.7 AC until the last quarter of the map with an FC. So, yeah, this guy's pretty good at speed.
Pretty good.
Good at this, yeah. 270 BPM, this is OD9, so it is a little bit low OD, but 2 minutes of 270 BPM, 8-star streams, basically, is what this map is. Burst spam, stream spam all over the place, and, you know, xootynator, her 220, 230 stamina has gone up quite a bit. She's a lot better at it than before. 270 BPM is a tad bit faster than that, and she's not having a good time.
Bit of a struggle for Zooty so far. But I think it's just... Yeah. No, I was gonna say that this isn't something that was worth really investing time in for this specific match anyways. I think Enri is just not beatable on this, unfortunately, for Zooty. I mean, look at just the 99.5 still on the FC.
Yeah, this is just the difference in specialty for these two players, right? Like,
yeah.
Enri is looking to top score this map this weekend. If he can hold in the last quarter here, then we'll likely see a top score, because this act is unbeatable by everyone else. And Zooty, top scoring precision maps, top scoring raw aim maps. Like, this is just a difference in specialty. Let's see the last quarter here. This is the hardest part of the map, and it's not even close. Can Enri full combo this time around? Can he hold 99 plus? This would be the only 99% act full combo this weekend, and there it is. Top score of the map for the weekend for Enri. Just, you know, extremely consistent all throughout, both in this match and the previous one. Very, very solid score for Enri on that map. Nothing else to say about it besides extremely well done. The only other FC we have seen this weekend is from Taquito. Enri beating that one out purely on accuracy, about 1.5% AC lead for Enri on that map compared to Taquito. And, you know, that's the specialty effect, right? You get two players who are extremely good at two different things to start out playing against each other. Reading and speed versus raw aim and precision. And that is exactly the dichotomy we have here. And is good enough at it, right? Can play DT aim, for example, but the Nomad 1, the Hard Rock 2 are definitely not his forte. It's reflected in the band, it's reflected in the picks, and Zooty is going to take advantage of it because that's her own skill set. This Nomad 1, relatively straightforward stuff here. Not a lot to write home about, except for these early misses through quite often here. Lots and lots of early misses for at the start, and a bit of an AC lead now for Enri because of that as well. Zooty having a bit of a tough time here, but I mean, it's Nomad 1. It's a relatively straightforward pick, 224 BPM and 8.23 stars. Both players hitting the stream build-up as well. Neither missing on the wide jumps going into this first Ki time. But Enri, again, able to show he's not particularly bad on aim. It's not a specialty. It's just not something he's particularly good at, but can still play this skill set to a very high level. I mean, this is a score that is beating, you know, 99.99% of tournament players out there. And it might just beat xootynator as well now. She's found another combo break in this first KI time. And enri has not found a single one so far. Still holding 99% act on the full combo here, a third of the way through. After the first KI time, that first difficult section of the map is now over. Into another relatively bursty verse in this map. And enri's not dropping act on the speedier sections in this map at all. Does drop during the slow section. Over tap there, but just looking extremely solid right now is enri, who may just be defying the odds and beating xootynator on an aim pick.
I mean, enri's out for blood, man. I don't know, this is pretty insane. I have to imagine Zooty's going to be able to make some sort of recovery here. And if enri breaks soon, she'll still have a chance to get back into it, but I mean, getting past the halfway point here, and this lead is going to start to grow out of control, completely out of reach for Zooty.
I mean, basically, if enri doesn't miss relatively soon, there is no way for a comeback to happen for xootynator. I mean, once you get past about 650k, I think this is pretty much doomed here. And enri is rapidly approaching that number, hitting the square jumps, hitting the 1-2s in this map, hitting every pattern possible in this. The up and down vertical jumps, not an issue for enri, who now is holding, I think he missed on like the first note of the map.
Yeah,
he reverse choked 600k with almost 99% accuracy, poised to beat xootynator on No Mod 1.
Good God. enri is still going. This is ridiculous.
I mean, forget just beating xootynator. This might just be best score of the weekend once again from enri. The only question is, does he beat Tsuwagi's score on this? No,
Tsuwagi
not
probably has like 99.45 or something.
Oh,
right?
just lower than Tsuwagi's score. It was 99.37 act, also a one miss.
Okay.
And 964k for Tsuwagi, 956k here for enri. But to compete not just with xootynator and beat her, but also to compete with all of the very best aim players in this tournament and beat all but one on the weekend is rather ridiculous from a player like enri, who is not particularly well known for his aim consistency, not typically thought of as a tournament aim player, but performing on the weekend, performing on the pick, taking the first break point, and honestly defying the odds against a player who was slated to win these aim consistency picks early on to establish a tied and close match. Very, very well done from enri. And unfortunately for Zooty, now in a tough spot as this match goes on, as enri, I feel like, you know, maybe saving the DT2 for later, still has a speed pick left, still has DT1 left as well, which he showed he can play very well on against Whitecat, and of course is actually one of the best tech players in tournaments as well right now, picking into this No Mod 4.
I mean, at this point, it's starting to feel like enri truly just does have it all at this point. I mean, what can he not do? I mean, it just, I don't know. enri got like 400k on this against Whitecat, I believe, right? It's
560k.
560.
It was a one slider break.
One slider break. Okay, so there is
one slider break on this map.
Even on this, there is actual potential.
Oh yeah, there is FC potential on this map for enri, which is more than you can say for pretty much anybody else in this tournament.
Yeah,
maybe Malashevsky.
Malashevsky definitely has. Yeah.
xootynator and MCY4 did play this, by the way. It was a 3 miss for xootynator, 440k. So it's not as if she was so far behind Enri's score as to be non-competitive. Looking at the past scores from these two on this map, and she is still a good tech player.
This is a riskier pick, certainly, than something like a DT2.
Yeah.
Not going to be a secure pick.
Yeah, I think Enri's just saving the DT2, right? Save it for the
pocket pick,
ender.
like, yeah. Looking to snatch some points off of more contested picks. Save the killing blow for later. Both players still going, actually, still comboing. A slight ACK advantage for Zooty.
Both of these players looking extremely good. Zooty already beating her best combo from the previous match against MCY4, so looking extremely good here alongside Enri. There's a miss on one of the streams for Zooty. It's matched, though, by Enri. Both of them missing at the exact same point in time on the map. It's all the ACK lead doing the work right now for xootynator, and an ever so slight combo lead as well, due to her missing slightly earlier than Enri. And missing halfway through there means pretty much this map is tied up as close as it possibly gets between these two players right now. But Zooty finds another miss. Here's the other diff spike. Enri FC'd this diff spike against Whitecat. Can he do the same here against xootynator to secure the point? Zooty already down the combo. And there goes that section in Enri's favor, and that should secure the point. Very likely to, at least, going into the ending of this map, as Enri was able to do it once already against Whitecat. Just has to hold once again 20k
Still
up
the S.
against Zooty.
The S again. Same spot.
It was the same spot.
Yeah.
That's just... that section's hard, man. That section's really hard.
I mean, look, it's not an issue, because he pretty much beats everyone with this. Yeah, Zooty finding another break, finding some more breaks, not able to recover, but it does not really matter as Enri still holding his recovery combo. I mean, what is this consistency?
He slider breaks in the exact same spot once again. And is he actually going to? Yes, he is going to top score the map for the weekend ever so slightly by less than 2,000 points. Once again, tops the map, tops another map for the weekend. That is the kind of competition right now between these two players. Is if you're not top scoring a map for the weekend, you might just lose. That is how high level this match is. Both these players are playing incredibly well right now to start off this match. Unfortunately for xootynator, Enri is just top scoring that many more maps this weekend.
I mean, Zooty, that's a good score by Zooty, but I don't know. The Enri score is just insane. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, 430k, by the way. Beats Whitecat. To add insult to injury, beats Kriller. Beats Taquito, beats MCY4, and beats Karcher and Ciccone. Only people it doesn't beat are one of Karcher's other scorers, Emrek and Enri.
Yeah.
You're competing with Karcher's second play on the map, Emrek and Enri. And unfortunately for Zooty, it's just not quite enough. This Hard Rock 3, though, I think is also going to be very good for her. Enri's not a Hard Rock player, so I like picking this Hard Rock 3 over picking something like the Hidden 3, where Enri might be a little bit more comfortable. This is all really tricky tech stream flow aim and slider patterns. So obviously something Zooty's still good at, and with the Hard Rock added, I think gives her a mod advantage that should swing the map in her favor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot less, I mean, obviously just far less slider focused than the Nomad tech is the big factor in this one, I would say. A lot more ulti. Volume focused is gonna really favor Zooty. But I don't know.
Zooty,
Enri has been just crushing on everything pretty much so far.
Okay.
Not crushing so hard so far on this map, but finding some breaks. Zooty still comboing. There she goes as well.
Never mind.
Never mind. I mean, this yeah. I should expect as much on this map, honestly. It's
yeah. This one's very difficult.
Yeah.
Not an easy map. You see the wiggles, you see the 1/3. Maybe you miss some of the 1/3 as well, but players can't afford to miss those 1/3. They get that back and forth wiggle. Unfortunately for Zooty, Enri with the combo lead right now, looking to take the score lead in addition. Hopefully finding a miss sometime soon for Zooty's score lead here and for the sake of a competitive match, but Zooty still looking very good on this. Was able to hold longer at the start of the map. It really is just going to come down to how well these players hold. I think in the middle section here, with this ever so slight combo lead for Enri, granting that ever so slight score lead as well. Just a 1,000 score lead. I mean, it is basically neck and neck here. It's going to come down to the middle section in the back half, as both of these players are about as close as it gets on this map as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of this. Let's let them cook.
Okay, both of them just hit that wiggle into this section. Slider heavy section of the map. Is it possible? No, Zooty does break. And retrades it though a little bit later. I mean, I guess no one can survive that slider section. It's just not possible.
Very, very difficult section for sure. Both of them losing quite a bit of accuracy in that part of the map as well. Let's see how well they can deal with the back half, though. Zooty now back in the lead, a little bit of a combo lead to boot, so should start to extend the score lead even further ahead of Taquito. We're going to the last part of the song. More of these ulti high spacing patterns to boot in this part. Can Zooty hold on long enough to secure a point here? If you're rooting for a close match, you're rooting for xootynator on this pick, on her own pick, to not drop a second breakpoint. There she goes on the wiggles. Enri is going to match, though. 30k score lead or so for xootynator at the moment. Less than a quarter of the map left. It all comes down to how well she can hold. No chain misses can be had for Zooty if she wants to win this. There's another miss on one of the wiggle patterns. Enri will find the chain miss, though, and that should secure the point for Zooty. Bring her up above that 30k score lead mark into the cooldown parts of this song. I know it doesn't look like a cooldown, but it is a little bit easier in this part. Spacing goes down on the actual streams. You're just left with the 1/3 patterns with high spacing in this part of the map. And Zooty looking more and more comfortable as the map goes on. Really, really solid here in the last stretch. Not quite looking to top score the map, but still looking really, really solid at the end of this pick. And nicely done on the win for Zooty there. 395k, 60k score by the end of the map. Doesn't look close on the final score screen, but definitely was extremely close pretty much throughout the match until that final stretch.
Bit of a difference in miss count, though, I think says something. Got a couple of misses for Enri at the end there. 13-4 on Zooty. Instant DT2 pick. Not quite a killing blow, as Enri was denied match point on this HR3, but certainly a heavily, heavily favored pick. And likely to be the thing that puts him at match point.
I suppose just wanting to stop any momentum, right?
Yeah.
Make sure that Zooty does not get into a rhythm or a pattern or the swing of things, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Does not get into the winning mindset and continue to just pick winning maps over and over again. I think this is a fine use of it. I would agree. It's probably better to save for the last pick. But you do still have something like the DT1 left up. And there are a couple of other maps that I think Enri would be really solid on here. I am just generally, though, kind of surprised at how well he's handling this right now, as well as we get a little bit of lag there, but otherwise, I mean, enri is just wow. Yeah, 98.9% full combo, a third of the way in. This is 248 BPM streams in this map. This is not particularly easy to deal with.
I don't know, it looks easy to me. He's chilling. He's making it look so easy. Oh.
And by the way, apparently Zooty actually did get 1600 combo on this against MCY4. I don't know exactly how she did that. She had an 85 act and 1600 combo. It's not happening this time around, though. Unfortunately, enri is just... against MCY4, that might be enough to win. Against enri, it's not even going to be close. This is just absurdly good, absurdly consistent on the speed from Enli. Enri. Yeah, wow. I don't know what else to say besides this guy's really good at speed.
Enri's act has climbed as well as the map has gone on. At 99 now, was at like 98.7 or something earlier. Is there anyone out there?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Is there anybody in? Just put on the Pink Floyd in the back. Oh, we're back! We're back!
Oh,
Hello!
holy!
Yes!
Okay.
You get the Pink Floyd impression as we get back into it. No Mod 2 apparently picked by Zooty. Great FC by Enri on the speed map. Nicely done. Good stuff. And we are into No Mod 2. It's time. This is Flow Aim, Axel, D-Cell, Cut Stream Hell, all over the place. This is like half tech, bruh. 200 BPM, half tech, No Mod 2. That's where we are.
It's kind of crazy with it for a No Mod 2. Actually, Enri did play this against White Cat, right? I believe
he did. He did play this against White Cat, and he got 370k. Not a particularly good score.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Enri on the weekend.
Might actually be a pretty strong pick for Zooty.
Yeah,
and
Zooty was able to get 440k. So. This
oh, okay, yeah.
In theory, a very good pick for Zooty. We'll see how this works out, though.
Okay. Getting into the real diff spike of the map. this one and then the one in the latter half. Both players still comboing with really high accuracies. What is going on?
This is already far and away better of a score for both of these players than the scores that they were able to put up earlier this weekend. Both of them are actually just playing out of their minds. I don't know what else to say. They're both performing incredibly well now. Identical accuracy for both of these players as we get into the next spinner. 2 combo lead for Zooty. Fewer slider ends dropped. That is the only defining factor in this match right now, as they have the exact same accuracy. They have the exact same full combo intact at the halfway point. There is one more dip spike section notch where you get these types of streams. Zooty misses, and she knows it's over. She knows it's just over after that.
Yeah.
It may just be it, unless enri misses right now, but I think the window of opportunity may have even passed for a comeback at all, as enri just refuses to drop, continues to hold the FC. Axel, D-Cell, high spacing, cut streams, be damned. He's FCing, what? He's going.
There's just no way.
Who said that Malashevsky is untouchable? Enri is looking to top score I don't know how many maps this weekend. This guy is playing out of his mind right now. That DT2 score was the second best by about 3,000 points to an FC with lower act from Ciccone. And now you pull out this immediately afterwards. 977k, 99.3% FC. I mean, what else do you say to it? Has anyone else even come close to that this weekend? I have to check. But I don't think anybody else is even going to come close to that score.
This is
ridiculous
of a match. Like, what an unbelievable match from enri.
No, nobody else is even close. The next best score on the map is 480k from Malashevsky. That's the next best score. It's 560k from Karcher. Yeah,
4
statement
FCs.
weekend. Statement weekend for enri.
Yeah. Here. Yeah. 4 FCs on the semifinals pool in closed. So many top scores on the weekend. I mean, Zooty plays well, but I mean, the nature of things is that the big story inevitably is just how insane this performance is from enri. I mean, how do you beat this?
Yeah, to be clear, this was a very good match from xootynator as well. She did not play poorly by any means. I mean, this was a very, very good match from her as well. Had the 540k on that Hard Rock 2, which I think was top score of the weekend as well. Had the 680k on Nomad 1 as well. Had very, very solid scores, generally speaking, but just enri looked untouchable for a large portion of this match. I mean, on the particular things that he is extremely bad at, on Hard Rock in particular, enri is very beatable, and Zooty showed that extremely well. But even on maps where you favor xootynator, looking at skill sets like Nomad 1, looking at past scores like Nomad 2, enri just defies any expectation and any odds against him and comes out swinging, full comboing both the Nomad 1 and Nomad 2. Full comboing the Nomad 1 and FCing for real the Nomad 2. This dude just played insane. He had a statement weekend. This is proof that he can beat even the best players left in this tournament. That is what this weekend says, is that he is the loser's bracket favorite going into the finals weekend. Absolutely unbelievable play from enri, and congratulations to him for making it into the top 6. Thank you very much for xootynator. She will exit the tournament tied 7th and 8th. And that will be our last match of the weekend. We are going to have the map pool showcase for finals in 2.5 hours. That is at 20 UTC. Come back here at either twitch.tv/Corsace or youtube.com/@Corsace for the finals map pool showcase. If you want to see what enri, along with Malashevsky, Suwagi, Emrek, Kriller, and Takino will be playing on. Come back here 2.5 hours later. and we'll give you a preview of what the maps those players will be facing off on will be. But until then, thank you all very much for watching. Congratulations to Enri. Thank you to all the staff behind Corsace Closed. And we'll see you back here soon for the finals map pool showcase.
See you.